All right, now welcome to episode 6 of Coffee and Code. So today we're going to be looking at functions. So as usual, go ahead and create a class and or create a new class obviously, and then we can start off by learning a little bit about how to use functions. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to declare a new function. Not inside of our main function this time, just outside. So you can see a new one. So we're going to type in static void. And the name of the function is going to be greeting. As you can see in brackets, I've denoted string and then name. So they basically what will happen here is that I'm going to take an input that is of type string, and that input is going to be called name. And the reason we give our inputs like variable type names is that so that we can then use them later on if we want to like manipulate that data. But what we'll do is also do a quick system.out.println. We're just going to say hello to that name. So basically, we're going to type in hello as we can see on the string on the screen. Concatenate that to our input, which is name, as we've just discussed. And then we're just going to add a little exclamation mark at the bottom. So if we go back to our main function, what we can do is we can call that. And so to call a function inside of Java, you type in that function name. So greeting in this case, open up your brackets, and then inside of there, because we're taking string as an input, we'll also pass another string in. Great thing about IntelliJ is that it will give you like what are the expected inputs for this particular function. So we can see name here, and we just passed in James, and we'll let it run for a couple of seconds, wait for it to build. And then once that's done, we can have a look at what the output is. So we can see now in our console, we've got hello and James, which is the name that we put in as part of that function. Good thing about functions is that we can reuse that bit of code. Don't have to keep writing system.out.println 10, 15, 20 times, right? Why would we want to do that when we can write a simple function, pick one line of code, and we can keep reusing that again and again and again and again. And say, for example, you have users logging in, you could just write a function to greet the users like this one, and it would greet them on the screen. So you don't have to keep, trying transforming and taking in the input again and then, printing that to the screen or passing it to the API to print on the screen. But instead, you can just use that one simple function and keep reusing. And that's the benefit of doing that. So what I'll suggest to everyone is do some practice on functions. It's going to be the bread and butter of all of your projects. And most importantly, keep trying to reuse, just do simple stuff at the start and then you'll learn the rest later. Thanks so much for joining this episode and tune in for the next one.